Hi, I'm John with Herbert Lawns, and let's talk about the benefits of doing bookkeeping yourself. Now, a lot of times when you're running a business, the last thing you want to worry about or the last thing you want to pay attention to is the daily bookkeeping. And I'm here to tell you the way I do things and see if it can be beneficial to you and your business. I actually never liked bookkeeping before. I didn't like the effort that went into it, and I always had the idea that I needed to spend my time doing other things. I needed to be marketing and running the business and hiring people and creating systems and those types of things. And I've always heard that, have someone else do the bookkeeping for you because it's a low value task. You need to do things that are higher value as an entrepreneur or the owner. But I will tell you that I think bookkeeping in today's age with QuickBooks Online can actually make you money. See, when you attend your books, you actually see all the transactions each time they hit your account. So you're on it. You know if you're being charged too much, you know if that's a misleading or faulty transaction, you can jump on it right away. And I find money every week when I do the books because I can go in and look at each transaction and say, man, I don't know why they spent $50 on a $12 pliers. I'm going to go talk to my tech about that. So you can really be in tune with your numbers. And again, I think you can save money. You can actually find money when you do these yourselves. Now, I only spend anywhere between 10 to 20 minutes a day just categorizing these transactions. And let's go ahead and look at the computer. And I'm going to go through some of these transactions and show you how easy it is to do. And then you can decide for yourself whether this is something you want to do or if you want to sub it out to a bookkeeper. Another reason why I like doing it myself is because the bookkeeper really doesn't understand your business as much as you do. And I always remember hearing Dave Ramsey say, the financial guy, he would say in his business, and he had a pretty big business, or does have a pretty big business, he always say, I'd like to see every transaction that's going out and every transaction that's going in because I want to know what's coming into my business and what's going out. I may not write the checks, he says, but I'm going to review those transactions. And that's exactly what I'm doing on a daily basis. Let me show you how easy it is. Let's take a look. As I told many of you, I go ahead and spend 15 to 20 minutes a day doing this. I'm currently in the QuickBooks program, and I also use another program here called Raven. Now, Raven's really cool. Raven makes a particular scanner, and they make a really good scanner. I like them a lot. You can Google them online. They have great reviews. But the cool thing about Raven is they give you this cloud service called Raven Cloud for free when you buy a scanner. So it allows you to keep all your receipts and everything on their cloud for free. Hence, free is the word I really like, and they've been very reliable since I've had them for 2 or 3 years now. So what I do, I just want to show you this in Raven. I keep all my receipts in here. I scan them. I generally keep them in the inbox. And then when I'm done with them, I'll put them into the appropriate folder. For example, when I'm done with the inbox, I'll send these to our company's folder for the correct year and store them in here. But let me go back to our inbox and just show you all the things in here. These are just receipts that I have stored in here. If you click on them, it will show you the receipt and bring it up here. And you can scroll through the receipt and look at it and see what it's for. I usually put a name on the receipt to match what it's for and the amount. And that's how I store my receipts. And I kind of use this almost like a physical folder. Then I have QuickBooks open here now. Every morning I come into QuickBooks and click on the banking tab. And you can see here this is my credit card statement here, and this is my checking book statement here. And I don't want to scroll up too far here because there we go. There's my balances. I didn't want to show my balances. I thought I should keep them safe. So this is my credit card. So I'm going to click on my credit card. It shows I had 10 items to do something with. And so I'm going to go ahead and show you how I record these receipts. So first of all, let's do a couple here. So I notice I have an Apple receipt here for $2.99. So go into Raven, look for my Apple receipt here. Oop, I'll go ahead and download it. After I download it, I go ahead and move that receipt to the appropriate folder, and I just leave it there for the rest of eternity. Now you can also do these in batches, so you can download a whole bunch of receipts at once and move them at once, but I'm just doing it one by one to keep it simple and show you how I do this in the most simplistic terms. So then I have this Apple receipt here. For those of you that use QuickBooks, you know you can create a rule in Apple here to appropriate the right accounts to this receipt, but I'll go ahead and click on this entry here. That's already filled out because I made a rule for it. It goes to Apple. It's Office Expense. It's the online data storage from Apple. All I'm going to do is attach the receipt. So I hit attached, click on my receipt for $2.99, boom, hit OK. And then all of a sudden I can click add, and it's done. And now, if I ever want to look up that transaction in the future, I'm going to go ahead and click on here, categorized receipts, because these are ones I already did. I can go ahead and click on that receipt, or that transaction, I'm sorry, and then look for the receipt, click on the receipt, it downloads it, I can click on it, and boom, here it is. So if my accountant needs it, or I need to check on what I paid last year at this time, it's all available to me. It's great. So that's how I attach receipts to my transactions on a daily basis. Now, as you can see, this only takes me 15 to 20 minutes a day. In a heavy business scenario, it takes me 30 minutes a day, but that's rare. So let's go ahead and attach one more. Let's find another one. Here's site 1. So I'm going to go ahead and find that receipt for $131.50. I'm going to go into Raven. There it is, site 1, $131.50. I'll click on it, download it to my download folder, move it to my folder that holds it for eternity, Herbert Lawns 2023. Then I'm going to go back into my QuickBooks, click on that account, and you can see here it's site 1. This one is not set up to be automatic, so I'm going to go hit the category. The category for this is, this was a mount for a fertilizer spreader. So let's see, I'm going to put FERT. It's really a piece of equipment, actually, the more that I think about it. It's an equipment purchase, so it's a piece of equipment that we use to put on the truck to do that. And so, now that I'm talking about this out loud, I don't know that I want to allocate it under equipment expense because it's a hitch for an equipment. It's actually part of the truck, so it's going to be a truck expense. So I had to think about that for a second. Sometimes when I don't purchase something often, I only buy one of these once a year. So we're going to call this a truck expense because that's what it is. And I'm going to I always fill out the memo. I always have something in the memo because it's easy to track. So we'll just say hitch to hold the fertilizer spreader. So I try to be as specific as possible. It's a hitch to hold the fertilizer spreader. It's a truck mount. Let me go ahead and attach that receipt. And here's that receipt right here. Go ahead and hit open. Give it a second to attach the receipt. I'll hit add, and boom, that receipt was attached to the QuickBooks transactions. One reason I like to do this myself every day is because it keeps me very in tune with the transaction and what's going on with my business. I know right away whether an amount's wrong or if there's a strange transaction. I know it right away. I don't have to wait for a week. I don't have to wait till the end of the month. I could fix it right away. If one of my techs or employees spends what I think is too much on a product, I can go ahead and talk to them immediately and say, hey, why'd you spend, I don't know, $54 on a pair of pliers? What kind of pair of pliers did you get here? And so I can audit that instantly. This helps me save money. I know a lot of people say, hey, listen, I don't think you should do your own bookkeeping. Your time's worth more than that. I actually find a lot of money when I'm doing this and save a lot of money. So it's very much worth my time. So I hope that helps you. I hope that shows you how I go ahead and use Raven to hold my receipts and then bring them in and attach them to QuickBooks as a transaction. And I actually use QuickBooks as my database. So if I were to go back and look at certain receipts or certain costs, I can do that in seconds versus hours it took me with a physical folder. All right, I hope that helps. Thanks for watching. Happy bookkeeping and happy lawn care. You guys take care and have a great day.